Was your boyfriend be mad that you did this?
My husband?
Your husband, yeah.
The father of my children?
Yeah.
No.
He wouldn't care.
No.
But he was mad at me?
Way back when?
Yeah.
I think you're the other woman.
Wow.
And to my kid, you're that reference of the first love. And for me, you are... Story's not over. I will always be...
I'm trying to catch hands.
Meaning...
So shut this fucking camera off. And meet me in the bathroom.
And I'll lock myself in there by accident. I'm about to smoke one. Sorry.
Yeah, not here. The building fucking thing will go off. I mean, listen, this is a great example of everyone who's listening. 28 years ago, 29 years ago, okay? Like, literally, she kissed me off into R&J and then screamed. Like, literally. I went to Mexico depressed because I was dumped. But I'm like, I'm going to be in this movie. I had no idea what the fuck what I was getting into. And I thought about you for, like, the first week, and then, like...
And then you thought about yourself.
Well, I thought about myself, and then...
Your performance.
I met a beautiful Mexican woman.
Stop it. Did you really?
No.
She didn't even speak English.
There's a whole other time I'll tell you about that, but I had a wonderful dinner with a wonderful Mexican woman, and we didn't speak any language, but we talked in, like signage, and I was amazing.
Did you do it?
I didn't do it.
You didn't do it?
But it was...
How is your...
Am I doing it?
Yeah.
How's my doing it now?
Yeah.
It's fine. Why?
You no more premature.
Oh God. I mean, it happened right now. I'm coming right now.
You're now.
Yeah. Right now I'm prematuring. I was fucking 23. What do you want me to do?
I'm just wondering if you took a pill for that.
To not go so quick?
Yeah.
The key is just, well, what...
You remember my joke?
Yeah.
I was like, sex with you is like, oh, baby, oh, your body feels so good. I'm sorry. I came.
I did a lot of apologizing.
I was like, what do you mean you came? I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah. I did a lot of...
And then I used to do a song about you.
What was it?
You come too quick. You've got a crooked dick. It's like a banana. Chiquita.
Did you do that on stage?
Yes. And you'd go, ha 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 ha, like this maniacal laugh. And people would be like, oh, they're the Sid and Nancy of comedy. That's fucking hilarious.
Exactly. That's what we were.
We were. But Sid and Nancy is so negative. I think it's like Sid and Nancy, but without the drugs, without that self-harm.
Yes. I'm sure your husband will love you bringing up my
Stop
dick.
talking about my husband. He's not going to listen to this. He doesn't have time. He's fucking cooking.
Okay. Jesus. Shut that down. So I got in trouble for prematuring it.
I just remember we went to that therapist, Ruth, my therapist, Ruth, who smoked
Ruth.
and Ruth was amazing.
I love
Ruth
Ruth.
Sherwood is an incredible therapist.
Yes.
She was like,
She's still
your
with us?
sister and your mother cannot ride on your coattails. They will not be invited to your taping.
Yes. I remember that.
And then with us, she said, Jamie, what's wrong with your dick? Have you checked it out, though? And I said, but I feel like it's a personal thing. Like, he only thinks of himself. Like, he doesn't want to pleasure me. And you were like, I'm sorry. I just get very excited.
I got in trouble for just prematuring.
Yeah.
But it's not prematuring. It's just called 23.
Is that a thing? Is that like a slang thing?
You don't get... I didn't get any women. So I met you, and it was like... Do you remember Pussy Cookies?
Yeah, what is pussy? Tell me the joke.
You're pussy cookies.
I'm pussy cookies, but there's a reason. Because I
So
put flour on
what I did nothing wrong with Jenica. We made love. I'm very paranoid about my career, as you can tell. And so Jenica's a little bit of a more of a loose.
Or?
No, you were more of a free spirit. And so one night when we were together, we were getting excited, and you got on top of me. I'll never forget it. And you were like, you were just like, mm-hmm. And I was like, what? And you're like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, had to do my routine of like, get my Trojan, wipe down there and get that ready. And you're like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? You're like, mm-hmm. And you're like, don't move. And I was like, huh? And then, and I'm like, am I in you? And you're like, shut up. And then I'm like, I'm in you. And like within like 3 seconds, I was like, and you go, wait a minute, did you just And I'm like, what? No, I didn't know I was in you. And you're like, what the fuck? You don't have a condom. And I was like, what? And you're like, oh my God. And so you run. This is pussy cookie. So you ran in there and you were freaked the fuck out. And I'm like, freaked the fuck out. I'm like, you can't get pregnant. I'm like, I can't get pregnant. And we got.
But you were like, I can't get pregnant because I'm about to be a star. And I was like, I can't get pregnant because I can't afford it.
Yes. And so we went in and we like looked for something, and you were taking water, and she was like, and you're like, and I'm like, you're making them swim, like you're giving them more of a river. And then I went into the fucking kitchen, I found something, and I got a bag of flour, and I went and I threw flour at your twat, and you're like, what the fuck? And you're like, you're not in the kitchen. You're going, you're not making pussy cookies. You said, you're not making pussy cookies. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to dry it up. This is real.
Yeah.
This is real. And
I just remember the insanity of all of ourness.
All of it. And then I go, and you're like going, man, I'm so glad I moved on. Or I miss it. And then we freaked out for about a week until you bled.
Yeah. And
then it was fine. But it was like freaked out. So, yeah, it's a true story. So, do you mean the insanity of us? Do you know what's your sign again? Cancer.
You're Gemini.
Yeah. I mean, I'm highly underrated. Geminis are hated, but I think we're awesome. You think I'm the biggest? Is that
a fact?
You think I'm the biggest? Is that
based on data?
If you think I'm the biggest egomaniac ever, I just love what I love.
No, I don't think you're the biggest. I think you're the perfect dichotomy of complete narcissism and total presence. It's bizarre. It's so maddening.
Why is it making you mad?
I feel for your girlfriend. Because in 1 minute, she's like, I can't be with this. I bet she's thinking, I cannot be with him forever. This is crazy. He only thinks about himself. I need to think about the future. My eggs are about to dry up. I need to have a baby. And the other side of you is like, yeah, no, I don't need the responsibility. I want to travel. I want to do. I have stuff to create. I have fucking buildings to buy. I have, businesses to start. And then you'll turn around and be like, but I love you. And what's here right now is real and pure and true. And why can't we have that right now? And then she's like, oh, his sparkly blue eyes and his sense of humor and his emotional intelligence is there. Okay, I'll stay.
And his premature dick.
And his premature pee-pee. It's okay, we have vibrators now. Am I right?
You broke it down.
I broke that shit down. I think that every time I think I should be your counselor.
Pull it to your mouth.
Marriage counselor.
Pull it to your mouth.
I think I should be your marriage counselor.
Well, I just never thought about, like, I think I stopped at about 15. I stopped aging in terms of my mind. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I'm an adult, but only with, like, life stuff.
Yeah.
I'm still 15. Like, I'll argue with somebody on the street.
No, like a 15-year-old thinks about buildings and buying them and stuff like
that. Yeah,
so
like that. And it's like,
taking
girls.
over the world and conquering mass hysteria.
And boobies.
And
yeah, I mean, but I mean, I'm not alone, but I'm not going to group that. But that's what this town attracts.
Yeah.
These what's the name of that? It's like narcissistic little boys.
Peter Pan?
Yeah, Peter Pan. I've been called Peter Pan multiple times. In the best way. You can't be called Peter Pan now because everybody's all fucking weird. But that's what this town is. This is like where dreams come true.